Hello everyone, this is Bethany Does, Osmos. This is a game I've not played in a very long time, but it's pretty amazing. It's basically kind of a physics game, I guess, a physics puzzle game. Um, let's just dive straight into it. So it's about application of force, essentially. This is us. So we move around in this 2D area. We basically eject mass out of the back of us, out the way that you can see on mouse cursor pointing. It basically applies a force onto this mountain mass, which pushes our mountain mass in an equal and opposite reaction. What you can also note is that this bounces off the other side, and when that hits us, it will also apply that level of force. Now we need to go into here, so we can go and push that way, and then push on the opposite side. There we go. Now essentially, the way that this game works is you want to absorb the smaller objects so you can absorb the bigger ones. So, and notice how each time I fire, I'm actually getting smaller. Because after all, I'm ejecting mass out of me. There we go. The music in this game is fantastic. It's essentially themed per different area. Alright, so we got a goal to hit. We can scroll in and out. The red edged ones are the ones we can't get. Right, let's go grab these two. Once we grab these two, we're going to be pretty big. Okay, I'm going to leave it drifting in this direction. And there we go, level complete. If I want, I can carry on going and just get really, really big. Nom 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 nom. Now I've got a lot of speed. Notice how each time I hit one of these, because our total momentum is going to be a mixture of my mass and velocity and their mass and velocity, that is slowing me down. Anyway, next level, please. Become the biggest. It's a pretty simple goal. Oh, everything's moving this time. Now I can grab this one. That's going to be a big goal, big improvement. Essentially, if you're grabbing things that are near your size, then that's a big improvement. Yeah, you're almost doubling your size, essentially. Now this is the game mode that I adore the most. And I adore the music under this even more. This is probably the best way of showing how orbital mechanics work. In the sense that the closer you are to this object, which, let's say this was the sun, and we were planets, the closer you are to the sun, the faster you orbit. The further away you are, the slower. This could also apply to if this was Earth and we were satellites. So satellites in low Earth orbit are moving very quickly, whereas satellites moving much further out, for instance geosynchronous orbit, are lost there. However, we are not doing so well. And you can see each time I change my positioning, it's changing my orbit as well. Let's get a bit of mass up first so I can actually safely talk about that. That's also a good demonstration just there. When the line turned red, that's because I was expected to go into the planet itself. But then I picked up a bit of mass and it sped me up slightly. I'm firing off quite a lot of mass here. I'm getting a bit impatient. This is a game which rewards patience, definitely. So essentially, by firing forwards, of course I'm slowing myself down. I'm pushing some mass ahead of me, which slows me down. What that does, though, is that it changed my orbit, and it actually pushes it out on the other side. So it pushes it inwards. If I push outwards behind me, then it expands my orbit purely on the other side. If I push inwards, it rotates it in one direction. If I push that way, it rotates it the other way. So while you do want to accelerate and catch the nearby objects, you also want to be very careful about how you're positioning yourself. Now, the other objects have been going for a little while, which means that they've collected quite a bit of mass. Oh, I'm going to be able to grab that one. Yeah, that's a big improvement in my size. That's a red line. That was a red line, not because I was going to hit the star itself, but because I was going to hit the outside rim, which is also a fail condition. Now, I'm pretty big by this point. I need to be the biggest, and that's the only thing that's bigger than me. So I should be able to just, push along at a speed. Let's go towards the star. We can pick up a bit of velocity. Oh, let's try and grab that. There you go. Now if we stick out a bit. Oh, and we can grab this one that we're heading towards. There you go. I'll leave orbit visualization off. I would kind of prefer to play without it, but since I'm recording, I'll leave it on. Right. We need to absorb the repulsor. So the repulsor is going to push everything away from it, including us. Which, of course, because it's pushing everything away, it's going to push all the mass into certain areas, which means we do actually need to be kind of quick with this. Now, the reason why I'm not going for the repulsor just yet is that I need to get enough mass first that when I actually go towards it, it's going to have an equal and opposite reaction again. So my going towards it is going to push it away because I'm a lot more massive. As a result, we can see I can bounce off these edges because they're not red. Now, as a result, I need to be able to fire a lot of mass out of me. So here we go. I'm bounced off the edge. Now let's go towards it. There we go. Textbook. Artificial life. This is a new game mode. So these things are trying to do pretty much the same thing we're doing, grow. So we need to be careful. These are probably some of the toughest levels, particularly when you have more of the ovariums. Oh, I missed that. Let's go up here. Let's catch this one. There we go. So the ovariums are going to be heading around themselves. So you need to grow at a rate that is quicker than them. Now, of course, I want to go in southerly direction, the downward direction, but I had momentum going upwards, so it's easiest for me to just bounce off the edge. All right, let's go grab this mass. I'm going to bounce off this edge and then head towards the ovarium, head towards the objective. Right, charging in. Oh, it's running away. There we go. The biophobe. What does this one do? Oh, that one eats stuff as well. Great, just grab that in time. Oh dear, that's not good. Let's see if I can quickly, just skim that from the edge. All right, that's gonna pretty much double our size. Yeah, that's a big improvement. All right. Let's grab these from the edge. Bonk. Right. If we head back into the middle, what's on our path? Nothing particularly big. How's the biophobe doing? It's pretty small. It's still growing. We just saw it grow a bit there. Alright, let's head upwards. I don't want to lose too much velocity. Oh, just got it. Alright, come on biophobe, you're coming with me. There we go. I forced it into the corner essentially. Well, not quite into the corner, but it had nowhere to go other than bouncing off the wall. Right, it's now time to choose our own path. Alright. Let's go with the artificial life. That's what we were pretty much just doing. Alright. Absorb the ovarium. Right, let's go down this way first. I want to grab this here, and I'm going to catch it just right in order. If the small ball there on the left had been quicker and grabbed the smaller ball, then it would have grown bigger than me. Right. That's a few good-sized balls of stuff. There we go. We're getting pretty big now. The ovarium's pretty close to our size, though. We need to be careful. Let's bounce off this wall. we'll be able to catch up this mass that we just ejected, catch this one here, and then head towards the ovarium. Right. Here we go, it's trapped. Bonk. Right. Which way do we want to go? South. See, it starts off too big for us to eat. But we can eat these. This is a game where you need to be very careful, but particularly in this game mode, you need to be quick. Cautious, but quick. Oh, oh, oh! It's gonna bounce off the wall. Oh, it's running away. Ah, I didn't quite catch it in time. Oh, now it's bigger than me. If I got too close to it, it would actually want to eat me, so I do need to be careful with that as well. Oh, shit! Oh, I nearly got straight into that. Okay, we've got some mass back. Right, let's grab these ones up here. Now, we're getting to a pretty dangerous position here. The ovarium itself is pretty big. It's got its eye on us. There we are. It's just bigger than it. We're just picking it now. Now, if we keep pushing it away at a slow pace, we could be able to push it into this corner, but also any mass it needs to eject to run away from us, it's just going to go straight... Shit. It's going to go towards us, but we're going to click too many times and die. Right. Now, last time, heading downwards served pretty well. So let's do that. Right. Let's eat this. Let's head on this path, this vector. Right, let's head towards it. It's going to eat some mass along the way, and it may get a bit too big. If we go here... Oh, I went a bit too far. I was trying to trap it against the edge, but that didn't quite work. Alright. We're doing okay. That's going to grow too big, so we can't eat that. But maybe if we catch these, yeah, we can just get it. It's just doubled our size. Great. Let's bounce off here. Gonna just change there. We're gonna kind of S around a bit so we can eat this. Nom nom nom. Alright. Let's get down here. Right, if we bounce around the corner... Oh, we were a lot bigger than it. Right. Here we go. Yeah, you better run. You better run. Get down in the corner. Yeah, you're trapped now. Yeah. Easy. I did choose my own path. Oh, these are the intro levels. Right. Okay. Or... So we did... Yeah, I think... Yeah. So those were the intro levels. Right. Bit confusing when you've already unlocked some of them after all. Right, let's go with this one. This is the first game mode we did, so everything is just static or moving a bit. There's no moving objects, no orbits. Become the biggest. That's the goal of life, right? You just want to become bigger than everything else? No? Shit! Okay, we lost some mass, but not too much. Let's go in this direction. Let's catch this one, and then that one. Nom nom. And nom. Great. If you plan your trajectory quite well, then, you know, you don't need to click too much. I'm definitely feeling the rush, because I'm wanting to get this done a bit quicker. Oh shit, that's gonna eat that? Are we gonna... Oh, that was close. We just called it in time. Oh, that's a big increase in mass. There we go. Speed up time, control right click, or mouse wheel click. Huh. Alright, so that slows it down, right click. Control right click, speed up. If I hold down control, I can vary it by using the mouse wheel. It can be very helpful in some in-game modes to do that. Aha, antimatter. So we don't want to go towards antimatter, of course, because that will just kill us off. Now, one thing to note as well, and this will come very much into play with different, like another kind of level type, is that because I'm ejecting mass out at a certain velocity, when that mass hits another object, you can see it's pushing it across. That I was firing mass out, it was hitting that ball, and the mass I was firing out was at a certain velocity, which was then hitting the other mass, and the overall like momentum of that was averaged out. The bigger mass, of course, absorbs it, but it also absorbs some of its momentum. That can be very much helpful in later games where you need to actually push around objects to get through areas. But we're not there yet. Right now, we just need to get big. Alright. So these are the antimatter objects. If I hit them, then we'll both shrink relative to each other's size. So I don't want to touch them. Of course, the smaller ones, it's not so bad if I touch those. If they're in my way, then that's not so bad. Alright, become huge. Oh, so this is the one I was mentioning. Everything's static, right? If I push myself that direction, I'm pushing myself off. You see, this is moving as well slightly. If I put myself stationary, these are both moving off. Now if I speed things up, I can do the same with these ones. And everything is now pushing apart. Now let's push ourselves up here. And there we go. I'm going through the little gap, getting big. Now I can eat everything. Nom 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 nom. Yeah, just eat everything. Yeah, look at us, we're freaking huge. Alright. Become huge. Done. Oh, here we go. Right. So we need to become big, and some things are a lot bigger than us. But we have a starting point. Right, let's get to it. Let's eat this. And a little bit of this. So once we eat these objects, we should be able to eat that. Of course, me firing off stuff here is going to push these across. So you can see these are now closing in on each other. Which means that this gap is now big enough for us to nom our way through that. And if this one is smaller than this... Oh, it looks like maybe the other way around. Yeah, this is the bigger one. I was hoping it'll be the other way around. Right, so this is an example. This one is smaller than this one here, which means it's going to shrink. And then we can wait for it to shrink enough that we can eat it ourselves. Oh, we're matching speed. We're not touching it yet. There we go. It's going slightly too far, so I had to slow down a bit, which of course push the other mass into the bigger mass. Alright, let's grab these. Now, what's up there? Oh. Need to be careful. It's not good. That's not quite in a position for us to get, but we can push this into there. We don't want to do it too much. We don't want to get everything to be too big. But we don't have many options available to us right now. Right, let's push it in. Right. Speed it up a bit. There we go. Let's match speed and go for the kill. There we go. Now we can grab this. Alright, what do we have available to us? Well, let's slow down a bit. We're going a bit too fast. This is a game about patience. As much as I'm being impatient so far. Sadly, that's not in a position for us to get to. Or we would totally just nom the shit out of that. Alright. Let's get these. Just drift our way over nice and easy. There we go. If we keep on this path, we may be able to eat this. Oh. Shit, not quite. We can push this into there and eat that instead. There we go. Now that's a big increase. There we go. We've pretty much won now. We just need to go around and eat stuff in the correct order. There we go. Let's speed it up. I'm not even touching it by this point. We're just kind of bouncing around. You see, we don't need to be the biggest object, we just need to become huge, as the objective was. There we go. New levels unlocked. Great. So we unlock these 3. Alright, well, let's leave that for now. See you next time for more Bethany Does Osmos. See you then.